This is The Gist, the essential podcast for the discerning listener.
Welcome to The Gist. I'm John.
And I'm Mary. We are here to cut through the noise and give you the signal.
Today, we are looking at where the smart money is really going. Spoiler alert, it's not just software anymore. It's heavy industry.
Let's dive in. The Gist View.
So, SoftBank just pledged 75 billion euros to build massive artificial intelligence data centers in France.
Right. And here is the power analysis. Artificial intelligence is moving from the abstract, the code phase, to the physical. They need electricity and they need land.
It's basically real estate with a nuclear power plant attached. But look at the friction. Big tech is spending $130 billion on this infrastructure. Public backlash over the energy footprint is huge.
So, what's their move? They launch these micro-grant programs for startups to solve the climate problem.
Exactly. They hold the capital, the power, and they outsource the risk, the ecological consequences, to underfunded founders.
They aren't just building tech. They are becoming the world's most powerful landlords. The global overview.
Speaking of capital, let's talk about Google's $80 billion raise. That is a massive amount of cash.
It's an industrial moat. Think of it as buying a fence so high that no competitor can possibly climb over it. Google is basically starving rivals of the money they need to stay in the game.
Moving to the UAE, they are building an oil pipeline to skip the Strait of Hormuz.
That's a pure risk management play. They are paying a fortune now to buy conflict insurance. They want to make sure they can sell their oil even if the sea lanes get messy. It's trading cash for sovereignty.
And Norway's massive sovereign wealth fund? They are doubling down on big tech.
It's not about the apps, John. It's about infrastructure security. These funds view big tech as the backbone of Western defense now. They aren't betting on user growth. They are betting on the stability of the digital grid.
Finally, the Dutch are making cycling a major policy asset.
It sounds like a lifestyle choice, but it's actually about GDP. If you redesign cities to boost mobility and lower healthcare costs, you create a stronger, more efficient economy. It's smart, long-term resource management. The European perspective.
Let's cross the Atlantic. The new U.S. intelligence chief is Bill Pulte. He's coming from housing finance, not traditional espionage.
This is a huge shift. We are moving from statecraft to asset-centric management. Intelligence gathering is being reoriented to protect proprietary data and capital flows. The incentive is simple. Track the assets, track the power.
Then there is the weather. The UN says a massive El Niño event is coming.
Think of this as a global climate tax. It hits logistics and insurance premiums hard. If you have the cash, you can move your assets or self-insure. If you don't, you're stuck with the volatility. It's a structural bottleneck for anyone without deep pockets.
In Germany, they are looking at putting civil servants, the Beamte, into the national pension pool.
This is a math problem. They have a bad dependency ratio, meaning they have too many retirees and not enough workers paying in. It's a desperate attempt to share the burden before the system hits a wall.
And in Italy, the culture economy is booming.
200,000 people at the Anteprima d'Este fair. It's a decentralized hedge. When the energy and intelligence markets get too volatile, people naturally pour their resources back into things that are tangible and local. And sign off.
So, what's the temperature today?
The world is obsessed with owning the floor. Whether it's data centers, pipelines, or sovereign wealth, everyone is trying to build a perimeter to keep their assets safe from a volatile climate and a shifting political landscape.
Innovation is happening, but it's increasingly expensive and industrial.
If you liked this breakdown, we are independent and reader-supported. Consider hitting that donation link to keep us growing.
We will see you tomorrow.
The Gist, News Digest, and podcast are entirely written and produced by artificial intelligence. The Gist is out 3 times a day, every day, providing you with a liberal perspective on what to expect next. For more information and donations, visit thegist.online. Thank you for listening.